Hi, Captain Al Lorenzetti here for SkimmerOutdoors.com, Trophy Fishing Tackle and Bergen Bay Docks, and Patty Ann Charters bringing you the weekend update and fishing report. This for the weekend of August 18th, 19th, 20th. And it looks like the weather's going to be pretty decent. Maybe 15 mile per hour winds at some point, but it looks like a decent weekend to fish inshore and offshore. And let's start offshore. Still, the same thing remains for the last 3 weeks. 30 fathom curve, Coimbra to the Texas Tower. I'll pick a yellowfin tuna and decent sized fish. Hudson is slow, Hudson Canyon, a lot of mahi, but on the slow side. Of course, the canyons to the way east are producing some fish, but that's really all I'm getting from offshore. But actually, we haven't had good weather. I mean, you only get maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days a week where the ocean is fishable. It's just been blowing nonstop. And so that's been an issue. Not a lot of boats are getting out there, in combination with the fact that fuel is so expensive. And so there's just not a lot of people running, so there's not a lot of information. Inshore fishing, fluking still pretty good. Actually, it has improved. A lot of decent sized fish. This weekend I fished in a club tournament and we had a fish about 8 pounds. The winner was over 9. These are all inside fish. And there's big bluefish mixed in with them, and actually had a couple of keeper bass as well around the inlet area. In the back, Ocean Beach back in there, it seems to have slowed down. The water got really hot. I'm not saying there's no fish there, but it's been better, let's say from the Coast Guard station to the inlet in Fire Island. And that's about it on that kind of report. Weak fish, basically non-existent right now, but in a week or two, that's going to be red hot fishing, guarantee it, every year. They start ganging up towards the end of August and through September, and it's a limit of weak fish every single day, so I'm looking forward to that getting started. Bottom fishing, excellent. Lots of now trigger fish around. Blowfish, kingfish, so that's good. Any edges of the channel, around any wreckage, the columns of the bridge. There's a lot of different places, but generally where there's structure, it's going to be better fishing. All right, so much on the fishing reports. Oh yeah, I want to mention again, Bergen Bay Docks, a blue water tournament, 10 days, fish any 3 days. That's from August 25th to September 3rd. So keep in mind that tournament. All the particulars are up on my website. You can check on, give them a call over at Bergen Bay Docks, but it's going to be an excellent tournament. I recommend it highly, and for a great cause. All proceeds go to St. Jude's Hospital. Down here at Trophy Tackle, a couple of interesting things. Last week, remember I mentioned, they're starting to sell. $250, but be the first on your block to get this amazing cut on a CNC machine, 5-axis, solid aluminum, indestructible, kills the wahoo and tuna fish. So they are starting to move. John's got a few more left. If you want to have the first on your block to say, I got it, they're down here. Interesting, this company Spate, that's spelled S-P-A-T-H-E, Spate rods. They're making slow jig rods, and what's neat about them is, you can't see it, it's very tough to show a rod on video, but there are no guides. The line runs in through the blank, comes from the reel, through this guide, into the blank, and out the tip. So there's no resistance from guides, and this one is more or less the inshore series. It's 2-piece, so it can travel, all right, fairly short when it's broken down. And it's got, interesting, the butt, instead of being round, is flattened, so underneath your arm, it's more comfortable. And this is good, more or less, near shore, sea bass, fluke, that type of thing. And then they have the big brother, this one, which is probably about 8 feet, again, lined through the blank. All right, much heavier. Guys are actually using this rod jigging tilefish in the canyons. So interesting. Slow jig rods by Spate and Company. SPATH. You can check them out online. It would be, let's see, it's on a smaller one. It's spathrods.com. SPATHE rods.com. And he's got a bunch of them down here. Interesting product. I think it's going to go somewhere. And I mean, slow pitch is not my favorite thing because I'm rarely out in that deep water. I'm fishing more inshore, but these would be the rods if you want to try that slow jigging technique in deeper water. So that's about it for this week. Looks like a decent weekend. Get out there, check around. Hope you catch a few. Have fun, catch them up, and be safe.